war fought on Remember the Maine and Remember Pearl Harbor. And all of us today will remember 9/11 because those are things that spur us on to do the very best we can in the name of others. Today, remember the customer in the name of your business, in the name of the person who sits next to you in this current climate. You've watched the stock market. You know that it is at its lowest spot in 7 months. You know that spending is down, consumer spending is down, we're saving a little more. So how in the world are you going to remember your customer? Any businessman will tell you that it is 6 to 7 times more expensive to get a new customer than it is to retain an old one. That's a pretty significant cost in today's economy and in the whole marketplace ideal. Today, I have several tips so that you will be able to use me as your common sense consultant in marketing that will help you retain your customers and get new ones. The first thing is, what does your customer need from your company? If your customer needs service and information from you, when you have a website, please give them a phone number. Don't make them go to the very last page and go through 6 pages to find a customer phone number. Secondly, have someone on the other end of the phone. Because if they hear your call is very important to us after they've been there for 7 minutes waiting for someone to pick it up, they are not going to believe that your efficient lawnmower will actually cut their grass faster, make it greener, and make our neighbors proud. Remember what your customer needs. When you have a phone number and you have directions, when someone answers the phone at your business and somebody says, I'm from out of town, I don't know how to get there, let that person say, oh, well, where are you? And let me give you directions from there. If they start out the conversation by saying, do you know where the tower clock is? You wonder what part of I'm from out of town that they didn't get. Make sure that your customer service representative has information from the next 3 exits off of any interstate that you might wish to be from, as well as the main attractions in your town. Your website. You spend thousands on it, right? You have dancing bears. You have lovely music. You have Pachelbel in Candy. Beautiful piece of music. When Odd clicks on, he doesn't want to hear that. He'd really rather hear the Who. Thank you very much. He's going to hit the mute button, and whatever else information that you might have that is auditorial, he's not going to get it. When Paul, where did you go, Paul? You're over here all the time. When Paul is going to look, he may not like dancing bears. He may have a phobia against dancing bears.
Dancing babies.
Oh, that just caused all kinds of memories. Dancing babies. No singing Ooga Chaka by the time this is over, please. That is going to so distract him from trying to find out the information that he needs, he's not going to be able to remember that he's got to click 3 more spots to get the 2 pieces of information, which is when the show starts and how much the ticket prices are. Now, he's also going to hope for, when he clicks on ticket prices, that will open another window. Because if it just switches him to another window, and he has to go back 3 more times to this other window, the first window, he's going to say, shh, not going to do that. There are so many ways that you can turn off your customers, and why should you do that? You want them to come to you. They are not going to care about your color selection, your music selection, or the way that you have 17 people who have advanced degrees. They want to know how you get there. They want to know when your entertainment starts or when your doctor's appointment is, and they want to know how to contact you. Now, how many of you have a smartphone? is what you're thinking now, why don't they just use their smartphone? This is my phone. It calls in, I call out. I walked into Verizon and said, I want a phone. I do not text. I do not want a smartphone. I do not need a camera. I have 2 in my purse. Thank you so kindly. And because I don't text, I can't get it off anyway. Same with your business. You can say, they can just go to the website. No, I can't just go to the website. There are lots of people who cannot just go to a website. Make it easy for your customers to talk to you. Make it pleasant. When I'm sitting for an hour and a half with Charter on the phone because I have no internet service, I do not want to hear, if you want faster service, please go to www.charter.com. That's going to drive me crazy. And by the time I get to the customer service rep, I am going to be livid because I've heard that way too many times. Make it easy on your customer. Make it easy on your rep. Therefore, you will do the 2 things that you want to do most of all. You want to, first of all, retain the customers that you already have. And secondly, the word of mouth of the ease of your web service or your customer service people will make a huge difference in getting new customers. Finally, be polite. The correct response to thank you is, you're welcome. No problem is a problem. Remember, your customer. Keep the old ones, make new ones, everything is good. Does anyone have a question? The second question.
I'll give you a question.
Please.
In this world of people having varying degrees of technology abilities, how do you make everybody happy?
Go with the simplest approach that you can and assume that the person, if you do the simple things well, you make everybody happy. Just as a well-written children's book entertains and delights everyone, a well-designed, simple website will make everyone happy, aesthetically and information-wise.
Why don't you just use your iPhone?
Because I don't have an iPhone. Not everybody is going to have an iPhone. I don't have an iPad. I don't even have a laptop. So when I'm out in the world, this phone and a written phone number is going to be the only thing that is going to get me to your business. Does anyone else have a question? Excellent. My number is